2, 3, 4. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on.
Why don't you start us off today?
Hi.
That's all you got? That's what you came to the table with?
I was just starting.
All right, what else you got?
Hi.
Hello. Hi there.
We're John and Mike.
How you doing? Oh,
It's
Mike and
John and Mike have a good. Well, you told me to start,
All
so
right, no, it's Mike and John got it
right,
going
let's try. I
on.
guess
Brought
let's
to you
try.
by show sponsor Jordan Genso, community servant, community realtor,
an official Giggle Realtor.
and giver away of not less than $100
We really make
in
this
gift cards.
more complicated.
Yeah, we
than
really
it needs
do.
to be.
I don't know why we can't. We just say 100
It's at least $100.
At least $100.
Yeah, $100 or more.
to local downtown Brighton businesses, and today is the day we do the drawing.
Right.
We'll see if anybody got last night's TNT trivia question correct to get into today's drawing. And quite a few winners already this week, so
Right.
we'll see.
More than the Pop-O-Matic
Can handle.
can deal with.
And we'll get an engineer
So-
to double the Pop-O-Matic.
We'll have to go high tech.
Ooh. Are we going to the random number generator, the
yes,
RNG?
we are. We're going to the
M&J RNG?
M&J RNG.
All right,
Yeah.
that sounds good. M&J RNG.
Hmm.
All right, so we'll see if we got a winner last night. Also coming up today, a chat with the great Bonnie Runyan, everybody's favorite great grandma.
Right.
We'll check in with the Torch 180, see what Ron and the gang are up to. Give your 2-cent history lesson, and of course, local news brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton.
All right, here's what's going on. In response to community comments and complaints, the Heartland Cromaine Library Board discussed the policy behind selecting and organizing the library's collection. At their meeting Thursday, the board explained that they'd received numerous emails from patrons detailing what they believed should or should not be accessible at the library. Only 3 speakers expressed a desire to further restrict what they felt was inappropriate media, with the graphic novel Gender Queer provided by one of the speakers as the sole example. Gender Queer is an autobiographical account of adolescent exploration of gender and sexual identity, and was the most frequently challenged book in schools and public libraries in 2021 and 2022. The graphic novel has been a centerpiece for those looking to censor or restrict access to books. Library Director Sarah Niedert said the novel has been moved to the adult section of the library, and further explained there are options for parents looking to control what media their child has access to, including only permitting the said child to use the parent's library card or accompany your kid to the library. Several board members noted that regardless of what library policy stipulates and regardless of parental action, the majority of teens and young adults have access to those materials and more online. The overwhelming majority of speakers during the call to the public expressed support for the library and board, also praising the collection's diverse and inclusive nature. In order to best reflect varying aspects of public perspectives, the board's proposed material selection resolution says that, quote, books with explicit diagrams or images of sexual activities or acts will be placed in the adult section, end quote. The current policy already stipulates the director or board review library materials. The ultimate decision on the policy is currently pending as legal advisors are looking at the wording. The library board also discussed certain community criticisms regarding the library's Pride Month display. In response, the board is also considering an amendment stating that the distribution or postings of materials by the library does not indicate the library's endorsement of the issues or events promoted by those materials. Governor Gretchen Whitmer and the Michigan Economic Development Corporation announced Wednesday that global auto manufacturer Design USA is establishing its U.S. headquarters and first U.S. manufacturing operations in New Hudson with support from the Michigan Strategic Fund. The project is expected to generate a total capital investment of $19 million and generate 45 jobs in advanced auto manufacturing and future mobility. Design USA, headquartered in South Africa, is a large global automotive manufacturer. The company says the New Hudson facility will be its first U.S. manufacturing operation and will consist of a 153,000 square foot facility that will be used to design and build automotive automation equipment. And 2 people were seriously injured in a glider crash Wednesday in Unadilla Township. Township police report just before 3 p.m. Wednesday, first responders were dispatched to a field on Unadilla Road north of Doyle Road where a glider had crashed. A witness reported the glider was flying low over the trees and called 911 after they saw a puff of dust and knew it had crashed in the adjacent field. The pilot and passenger did sustain serious injuries, although they were not believed to be life-threatening. They were taken by ambulance to U of M Hospital in Ann Arbor. Survival flight was placed on standby, but was not needed. It appears the pilot was attempting to make an emergency landing, but the cause of the crash remains under investigation. And that's what's going on.
And news brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton. Do you have a calendar, a sticky note, something on your phone where you keep track of the important dates?
I have all those things.
Mark these things. Save the date. Cooper and Binkley Jewelers is having their estate jewelry sale featuring a rare collection of estate jewelry Thursday, August 17th. Our sources say you won't want to miss it.
Oh.
Again, that's August 17th, 2023.
Oh, dear.
Mark your calendar. Put it on your phone.
Okay, let me...
Write it on your hand.
August 17th. Oh, wait, hold on.
Use a Sharpie so it stays there for a while.
I don't have a Sharpie.
You're not that sharp.
I was ready. Yeah, well, we know that.
It's the jewelry sale, the estate jewelry sale going on at Cooper and Binkley Jewelers. Rare collection of estate jewelry Thursday, August 17th. You don't want to miss it. For more details, go to cooperandbinkleyjewelers.com or stop in the store on Main Street in downtown Brighton. Cooper and Binkley Jewelers, our news sponsor today and every day here. Mike and John got it going on. So last night in TNT, this was a fun question to ask and a fun question to get answers from.
TNT.
It's a dynamite question.
Oh.
Yes.
Is it J.J. Walker? Or?
Well, I think it's more of an AC/DC meets J.J. Walker.
Oh, okay, interesting.
J.J. and AC/DC.
Yeah.
Teaming up for last night's. Our first answer on our question was, what was the answer to Wednesday night's trivia? You have to refer to Wednesday night. I don't want to go back and find that answer. What was the question?
Right. By the way, trivia brought to you by our OG sponsor, Firehouse Doors, serving Livingston County for over 25 years. Quality service, maintenance, and products. Firehouse Doors, give them a call, 810-599-7480.
They've got our sides, John.
They do. That's your rolling steel overhead
Yes,
doors.
they do.
And if you want one, Firehouse Doors is the place to call.
Yes.
All right, so
1/3 of women surveyed said if a guy wears this on a first date, there won't be a second date.
they'll marry them right away.
No,
that's not.
no.
Oh, I see.
Jean shorts, said Whitney.
Jorts.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, that's what they're, jorts. Like, no, sorry.
A suit and tie. Let's go the other end of the spectrum.
Really?
Way too formal for the.
Well, I mean, if you're going out for burgers or something, I suppose it's.
We're going to Taco Bell.
Okay, there, Poindexter.
Black socks and brown shoes.
Yeah.
Got to be coordinated.
Yeah, Christy said socks and sandals.
Well, if he's
Another-
wearing sandals on
yeah.
a first date, it's unless you're going to the beach.
I mean, right. Again, it's sort of but socks and sandals, no matter whether you're going to the beach or not, that's a no-no.
Wendy said a big belt buckle. Weren't they kind of a big thing in the 70s? Did you ever have a big belt buckle?
You know, I did. I inherited it from my brother because he left it when he went to college. It was
so
a
you're
big
like, hey.
ELO out of the blue belt buckle that he bought at a concert.
Wow. Not a head shop / record store?
Well, he said he bought it at a concert, but yeah. And he left it, and I remember finding it. I'm like, oh, this is mine now.
Yeah, fourth grade had it.
And then I think he came on. He's like, hey, have you seen my ELO belt buckle? No.
No. 2 hands, it's that big.
I don't know what you're
It's
talking
like a wrestling belt.
And it was damn big.
I had one that had the Coca-Cola symbol on it.
Sure.
I was probably like 3rd or 4th grade. That was cool stuff to go with my corduroy pants.
We were cool.
Tough skins and my Coca-Cola belt. Look out, ladies.
Yeah.
Tammy said Axe body spray.
Yeah.
That stuff's usually pretty overpowering.
And you can, whether you're on the date or not, you can smell it. Two tables down, you're like, oh, that guy's
A couple of
wearing
people
Axe.
put sports jerseys. I'm a player.
Again,
No, you're not.
it depends.
Yeah.
It depends.
Well, if your first date is at a
like
football
if you're
game,
going to a sports bar, maybe.
you want people to mistake you for
Well, that's what I'm
Calvin
saying.
Johnson.
Again, see me, someone like me. I'm not wearing a sports jersey. Okay, I'm just not. I'm just not something I've ever.
Not your thing.
I just because I have bad memories from when I got my Roger Staubach jersey. when I was in 7th grade.
Got tackled in the hallway.
I wore it to school the next day, and everyone's like, "Hey, Roger, pass me one. I'm going long. Hey, Roger."
Wow.
I'm like, I'll never wear this again.
Welcome to the Mike and Roger Got It Going On podcast.
I was bullied, is what I'm getting at.
You were bullied for wearing a Roger Staubach?
No, because I was a fat little kid wearing a jersey. That's why. Again, the 70s. All right.
But you made it through it, buddy.
I did.
And here we are.
Did.
A few people said a toupee.
Yeah, or hair plugs, another one.
Which was a great answer. Wrinkled clothes, said Charlene.
Well, sure.
Yeah. A chain wallet. Do they even wear those anymore? I mean,
I see them, yeah.
yeah.
But you see, again, certain people can pull that off. Many, most cannot.
Well, let's say you're a biker and you hit a bump. You don't want your wallet going flying.
Well, right,
so
but
I understand.
Even as a
caught in a tire.
But even as a fashion accessory, again, some people pull it off. Like I remember we talked to Adam Janai.
Yeah.
From
did he have a chain wallet?
Yeah.
I don't.
And he somehow, I'm like, this guy pulls it off.
Yeah.
It was very fashionable. Me with a chain wallet again. Hey, biker boy,
throw me
that.
Madonna said suspenders.
Yeah, well,
some guys can pull that off. If you're like a high end lawyer.
Yeah, if you're like a Wall Street guy.
If you're like Harvey on Suits.
Yeah, right.
You could pull that off.
Right.
But if you're Orville Redenbacher,
right,
or Mork from Mork,
or the guy in the World Book of Records, who's the fattest man.
They don't make it about that big.
Yeah, then you're like, okay, that's not probably that
Scott said a hat. Now,
Again,
a lot of guys wear baseball caps, and that was one of the answers too.
it depends on the hat.
If you're wearing your fedora,
I mean,
thanks Indiana Jones. For
okay, so right, you see a lot of people that are wearing like guys that are trying to like be cool and wear like a fedora type hat.
Yeah.
And you're like,
or maybe there's one of those floppy fishing hats.
You're like, no.
Or perhaps
or a pork pie hat.
What's a pork pie hat?
It's like
is that like a newsboy hat?
No, it's like a fedora, but it doesn't. It's flat on top.
Oh,
and the brim it just it's.
That's how those hipsters are.
Yeah, and you're like, no, sorry.
Christine said a man bun.
Lauren said a phone holster. Which you're like 1997 called, and it would like its device back.
Brandon said a condom. No,
I think he's a day late.
Was that Wednesday night's
that
answer?
Wednesday night?
A condom. We answered the question with the answer. Well, if that's all you're wearing,
right?
I guess there's a little expectation for that first date.
Several people answered MAGA wear.
Yeah,
but you could also say
any kind of
any
stuff.
I think the whole.
Sherry said a pocket protector.
Yeah,
I went right to Revenge of the Nerds with that one. Dina said a turtleneck, wedding ring. A couple of guesses, and a few people even said a Hawaiian shirt. Is that a little too cash?
Again, hey,
depends, Magnum.
Yeah, right.
Thanks
exactly.
If you come wearing a Hawaiian shirt and a Detroit Tigers hat,
yeah.
And you don't look like Magnum,
well, that's the issue. I know somebody already said Axe body spray. Karen just said went to cheap cologne. I love her examples: Aqua Velva, Old Spice, or High Karate. Well, Karen,
which is the worst of those? When you think,
do they even make High Karate anymore? I don't think so.
I haven't shopped at a Kresge in forever.
I gotta go over to Perry Drugs, get my Aqua Velva.
You might be able to find it like on a marketplace or eBay. Find some Aqua Velva.
I'm gonna look right now,
or some High Karate.
Yeah,
but he's an Aqua Velva man. Yes, lures in the ladies who are in their 80s.
High Karate cologne. Oh, wow, there it is.
Yeah, good stuff. They may have re-imaged it. Reimagined the bottle.
No. Okay, no. It's just a stupid algorithm. It goes, you want some cheap cologne? Here's answer a bunch of cheap cologne. Okay. Anyway, it's not that.
A couple of people said firearms or guns. Yeah, if the guy, are you kidnapping me or maybe he's protecting you? I don't know.
Yeah,
only one person got
see
the right
people
answer.
with a gun on their hip at Kroger, and you're like, really?
You never know when somebody's going to try and take their
firefight. Going to break out here? Okay, all right, buddy.
Man bun. Did we mention that one?
Yes.
If he wears makeup, said James. That could be a question. Our correct answer, and I believe somebody said earbud. If whether you're a male,
I'm thinking
yeah,
Bluetooth.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Right,
thinking.
right.
That would be annoying as crap.
Right.
You know,
Go for King. I'm like, okay. Okay.
tapping your ear all the time.
Yeah,
You
go.
got bugs in
yeah,
there?
what do you need? Yeah, that's okay. No, sell, buy. You're like, yeah, buy.
Renee said white patent leather shoes. Right to Cousin Eddie.
Right.
Notice you had your eye on him, Clark. It is none of those correct.
No.
The one person that got the right answer was Mary, and she said a bow tie.
If they're wearing a bow tie, that's
first date.
interesting.
Yeah.
Again, some people can pull off a bow tie, others cannot.
But on a first date,
Yeah, I suppose.
doesn't that just say nerd all over it? You might as well have
But if
a
you're-
Band-Aid on your nose.
Okay, but if you're, let's say, you're Jason Momoa, and you show up with a bow tie on,
Or you're Chris
I don't-
Farley doing the Chippendale routine.
Okay, but I'm just saying, if you're a Jason Momoa body type and you show up with a bow tie, I don't think the ladies are going to care.
Bow tie and cuffs.
I think it'd be like, fine,
Hey,
whatever.
There's less to take
I
off.
show up in a bow tie. On the other hand,
No, I know there's guys that they think that looks good,
Right.
and that's good.
it's
for
okay
you.
to each their own.
Yes, it is.
But for Nancy and many others, that's not going to have a second date.
Yeah, so Mary is in the drawing.
All right.
We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people.
Oh, good count.
For the drawing. Yes.
All right.
And what I've done, I've put them on the official Mike and John
Okay, let me verify.
letterhead. And
That is our
and
letterhead.
I numbered them randomly, not 1 through 10. I
Right.
just picked a number
Okay.
between 1 and 10.
All right,
And
let me-
everybody,
let me,
you wanna
let
double
me
check, make sure I
confirm
got all
just to-
10 numbers there.
Yep,
they bounce around.
They're randomly assigned.
We did not go in guess order or anything like that. And this
So
is
are we
for
doing this now?
If you'd like
I
to.
think we should. Okay.
Yes. Let's
So-
end the suspense.
All right, and so we're choosing the winner to win this $100 plus collection of gift cards that they're going
Boy,
to
you
pick up
made
at the
that
site.
really tough to sell like that.
Well,
It's
I know.
not less than $100 in gift cards to local
It's
businesses.
$100 or
downtown
more.
Brighton.
And of course, they'll be picking this up at Sidecar Slider Bar, courtesy of Jordan Genso from Remax Platinum, community servant, community realtor. Of course, Jordan, our show sponsor, and
And recommender of the peanut butter and jelly slider.
Yeah,
At the sidecar.
at the Sidecar Slider Bar. As a matter of fact,
sidecar slider bar.
since I failed
Slide in.
last week to properly announce the thing, because last week was Great Harvest Bread,
Right.
And he was upset because I didn't mention their bacon thing or majig. That was last week, but he said
That was so last Friday.
Yeah. But so for Sidecar Slider Bar, it's the PB&J slider. He's
Right.
like thumbs up on that. Okay, hold on, let me get our.
Can I get
thumbs.
mine without
Okay, thumbs up?
J?
Okay, now go with thumbs up. There you go. Good job.
Thanks.
Their cheese curds, he says they're the best he's ever had.
Cheese curds.
Yeah.
Cheese curds. It's fun to say.
And he goes, they're happy hour shareables.
Oh, that's nice.
So that's the kind of these are the highlights according to Jordan.
Okay.
For Sidecar Slider Bar. So our winner is going to go pick up the gift cards.
Not
at
curds and whey.
No,
cheese
not
curds.
curds and whey. No, cheese curds.
Cheese curds.
Yeah.
The Ches. All right, so we're going to get the random number generator
Yeah.
going.
Okay,
All right.
so I've got the app up here on the phone.
The M&J,
Yeah.
RNG.
All right, and I've got it
Random
set. You want to check? I've got it set 1 to 10.
1 to 10,
All right,
yep.
and I just hit this generate button,
All right.
and things are going to start happening
Yes,
now.
they are. Generate away.
Are you sure?
Sure.
All
I'm
right,
ready.
hold on, let me. We'll see if this thing can.
5,
That's it?
Yeah.
She wasn't very excited.
Sorry.
We're going to have to
Sorry.
find somebody who has a little more enthusiasm.
Hold on.
Is that AI Ashley?
5, 5, 5, 5.
Yes.
5.
Yes. Number 5.
So 5 is our winner.
Mary Hike.
All right.
Mary Hike. Congratulations
All
to
right.
Mary Hike.
5.
She was number 5. All right.
5.
So Mary was a winner in Wednesday. That was after I gave the clue, by the way. Just so you know.
Right. Oh, right.
That was
You
a
know-
stumper, remember?
Yeah, I do remember.
All right.
Okay.
So congratulations to Mary Hike. She's
Yeah.
the winner of the $100
Absolutely.
plus in gift cards, courtesy of official Giggle Realtor, Jordan Genso, show sponsor. So we appreciate everybody who's participated in trivia this week. We'll do it again next week with another round of free stuff to give away for the final week in June. How about that?
How about that?
All right. How about Bonnie Runyan?
How
She's
about
probably
Bonnie?
saying, where are you guys? What are you doing?
I think by now she's
figured it
gotten
out.
over it. Yeah, we don't know what we're doing.
Well, good morning.
I hear the clock in the background.
Wow,
Is that
the chiming over
yeah.
there?
That is.
Do you have that set to chime on at
when
20?
we call?
Yeah, I'll have to try that.
It's the Mike and John alert.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
don't answer.
Everybody's favorite great grandmother,
Yeah.
Bonnie Runyan, joining us, and it's Balloonfest weekend.
I know.
Are you ready?
I'm ready for them to come out to my backyard.
Yeah. You've had balloons land in your yard before?
Well, we've had them down at the end of the cul-de-sac.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, the tradition is if they land on your property, they're supposed to have a bottle of champagne that they
share with you.
They share with the owner to say, hey, sorry for crashing in your
Intruding.
gazebo.
Yeah.
Sorry I smushed your tomato plants, but here's some cheap champagne I keep in this basket.
And it's warm.
So, the traditions of Balloonfest.
Yes.
Yes, but it'll be a very busy weekend.
They're beautiful. Yes.
Now, do you, is this, Balloonfest has been around for many years.
Yes.
Is this something that your family has partaken in, at various times?
Oh, we've enjoyed watching them for years. Nobody's had a balloon.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in a balloon? Gone on a
Yep.
balloon ride? Yeah.
Yep.
What'd you think?
What did I think? It was beautiful. I got to see things in the farmers' back fields that I didn't know existed.
Oh. So
Well, it is different with that aerial view like that, and you're moving so slow, but you don't really feel like you're moving.
It really is. I told my kids, on my 49th birthday, I'm going to be 50 next year, and I want something nice.
And they came up with a balloon flight.
They came up with a balloon
All
flight,
right.
From the farm. Okay, but it was for two people.
Oh.
Now, I got two boys saying, Mama, take me. I said, Bob, you've got to go. He said, I don't do heights. Mama, take me. Bob, you've got to go. I don't do heights. So what happened? Somewhere along the line of the conversation, of course, we had a year.
Yeah.
Rhonda mentioned, my bonus daughter mentioned that her grandmother had always wanted to go for a balloon ride. I said, well, you have her out here at the farm, and she's my partner.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it was beautiful, relaxing. Oh, the things that you've seen. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have any feeling of caution that you might fall out of the basket?
Guys, you sort of know me. There is no fear in my life, body, whatsoever.
Yeah.
Because it was meant to be, then it's meant to be.
That is absolutely.
Right. And you're ready for the great beyond.
When he taps me on
Yeah.
the shoulder, when it's my time, he'll tap me on the shoulder and say, come on, you're mine.
But it didn't happen on that balloon flight,
Obviously, that was when she was 50 years old.
Right.
So.
Right. And the silly, one of the dumbest things we did was we didn't think to take the cows out of the pasture and put them in the, in the fenced in yard behind the barn. Because when the balloon took off, oh my goodness, those cows went crazy.
Wow, crazy cows.
What were they doing?
Oh, they were running, and I thought, oh my Lord, the cows are going to go through the fence.
They're going to stampede and chase the balloon.
They didn't even try to get in the balloon.
Don't feed the cows from the balloon.
Yeah, no.
You know?
Yeah.
So you took off from your own farm,
Yes.
and where did you land?
We landed over, it would been just probably south of Fenton and quite a bit east.
Wow, that's quite a flight.
The boys, the family just followed us, was there to pick me up and pick us up and bring us home.
Now, did you have to help pack the balloon after you landed?
Nope.
No,
Well, you pay for the flight. That's
Well, no, I had to do that when I paid for a flight.
Oh.
It's like they made you work.
Apparently, it wasn't your 50th birthday.
Well, what'd you get, like the discount rate?
I got the discount pilot.
That's right.
We'll say that.
Okay. Maybe you and Bonnie should trade balloon stories.
I know. My pilot thought he was God's gift to air flight.
Oh.
Even my kids who were younger at the time were going, gosh, would this guy just shut up and quit bragging about his flights?
Was he wearing a leather jacket and a long
scarf?
Yeah.
and goggles on. Yeah. It was the Red Baron, man. No, we did do it. We did do a touchdown on the water, which was kind of cool, but it did kind of scare.
Now that would have made
Not
me
me.
a little bit,
Oh, no.
just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's good. Well, and of course, yeah, this is the weekend. We're going to see lots of balloons up in the air. And
We're hoping, there's rain
what?
in the forecast this
Oh,
weekend,
man.
so hopefully it doesn't kind of ruin Balloonfest. But we've been at Balloonfest.
We've seen all kinds of weather.
Whether
Yeah.
it's 90 degrees or rain coming down sideways. There's still things that go on.
It happens.
Oh,
So.
of course.
But
Of course. Now, they're not calling for rain tomorrow, are they? Or Sunday?
I think today, and there's some possibilities, but I don't know the exact. Today, I know we're expecting.
I know it. Yeah.
80% chance of rain here and
Yeah.
there. So, but John's checking.
I'm
with
looking
our-
right now,
with our weather
yes.
status, our weather official here
Our
on
weather
our Gigo
status. No,
weather guy.
So only a high today of
71-ish?
something like that, right?
Yeah.
That's my expert.
71-ish?
Yeah, something like
Maybe
that.
some rain.
I don't know, something like that.
Precipitation, they call it in the business.
Yeah, we're gonna. It's things are gonna happen. Yeah, showers later, like 7:00 is when they're saying there's showers.
All right. What about Saturday and Sunday?
Well,
I mean, some people might want an elephant ear, John, or some of that quality carny food.
Yeah, and I've had some of that quality.
Quality.
I remember I had the deep fried Snickers.
That just
Which-
seems
Oh,
so
my
wrong.
Lord.
I'm pretty sure is still lodged somewhere behind my heart. I think there's a piece still stuck there.
That dang nougat.
Yeah. So Saturday, a high of 83, periods of sun with a stray thunderstorm. And then Sunday, 80 degrees, mostly cloudy, humid, heavy thunderstorm in the afternoon.
Ooh.
Thunderstorms can bring hail and damaging winds.
Don't sound good.
That does not sound promising.
Okay.
So if you're going, go today. Well, usually Friday night is usually local
Heavy.
anyway, and I
Yeah.
believe they're doing the fireworks too.
There you go.
Yep, tonight, Friday night. So,
Cool.
all right, busy weekend. Thank you for sharing your balloon experience with us, Bonnie.
Thank you for being in my life, you.
All right, we'll talk to you next week, Bonnie.
All right.
All right, have a
Bye-bye.
great weekend.
Yep.
All
Bye
right.
bye.
On our Mike and John website,
Yes.
that's mikeandjohnpodcast.com.
Hey, we have a website.
There's various ways that you can become a part of the team. No, we're not hiring just yet. Or you could sit in for us. We could always arrange that.
Well, we're at full employment here.
Yeah. Right now, yes.
Yeah,
but we're taking
we're fully
applications.
employed. I mean,
Actually-
we've hired a news reporter, we've hired a photographer.
Do we hire anybody fun?
Us.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
We hired ourselves.
That's right. Yeah. We passed the audition.
Yeah.
So anyway, what I was getting to is the Mike and John Got It Going On team for the Walk to End Alzheimer's.
That's right. And you'll see the link right towards the top of the page. Click that on. It'll take you to the Walk to End Alzheimer's Team Got It Going On sign-up page there, and you can sign up to join us September 30th in downtown Howell for the Walk to End Alzheimer's. If you make a pledge of $40 or more, you will get a Team Got It Going On T-shirt that hopefully everyone
Custom
will...
made and
Oh, yeah.
designed just for this
Absolutely.
event.
From our designer, Nikkei.
Oh, it's Nikkei.
It's
Yes,
Nikkei.
Nikkei.
Nikkei. That sounds fancier.
Sure does.
Yeah. But yes, Nikki, of course, from Spirit of Livingston, designing that shirt for us. And $40 or more pledge, and we'll get you the shirt. And then we'll see you September 30th, and you'll join us for the Team Got It Going On.
We don't want to brag, but ours are the coolest shirts
they're
that
the
are going to
best.
be on the
I mean,
walk, better than anybody else's
Yeah.
that has their team together.
Yeah, we don't want to brag. We are anyway, but we don't want to brag.
No, hate to brag, but
Yeah.
it's
Well, you know how that goes.
go ahead and pat your back a little bit.
So,
Nikkei designing those
Nikkei.
shirts. We also have other wearables in the merch store.
oh, yeah.
And coffee mugs, travel mugs, those kind of things. So check it out, mikeandjohnpodcast.com. As always on Fridays, we chat with Rhonda Callahan from Torch 180. Find out what's happening at the Torch, and of course, we give away a free lunch for you and a guest.
Good morning.
Good morning, Rhonda. Ready for Balloonfest?
Ready as we'll ever be.
I know
Yeah.
you did the cookies for media night. And,
Yeah, we did.
And
No, those are those on sale?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, not those exact designs.
Right.
Those are kind of time consuming, but the students have been doing just freestyle. So yeah, we do
Right.
have the large, and it's Victoria's sweeter than sugar cookies, so they're
Yes.
super good.
yes,
which
they
are outstanding, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really, really good. So, and so, yeah, so what, what's on the agenda for the weekend for Torch 180?
Well, tomorrow we've got open mic day. And so that's always kind of fun. We get different people come in and they sing, or they pretty much can do whatever they want to perform for us. And so the diners get to enjoy that. And then I always enjoy it because it's fun. It's hosted by Paul Richardson, and he's really good, and he'll take requests. And so, yeah, so that's going to be, that makes Saturdays. That's one of our Saturdays at Torch 180 activities that we do once a month. And so that's coming up tomorrow. Going to be super fun.
All right.
What time? And that's 10 to 2?
That's going to actually be 11:30 to 1:30.
That was close.
We're open 10 to 3.
No, not really.
They were.
It was the same day.
They were like within 2 hours of each of those, the beginning and the end. I was close enough.
If people start lining up at 10, it's because of John.
Well, that's a good thing. Yeah, so 11:30 to 1:30 for open mic at Torch 180 on Saturday. And because it is Balloonfest weekend, we should probably remind folks again about the fundraiser that's going on to benefit Torch 180 that the Howell Chamber is helping to organize. And this is with local artist Susan Pominville.
Yes.
And, of course, she has made 20 hand-numbered and signed limited edition prints of her painting called Sky, inspired by the Michigan Challenge Balloonfest. And all of the proceeds will go to help out Torch 180.
Yeah, well, they're going to go to the Howell Chamber and to Torch 180.
Oh, that's right. And the Howell Chamber uses them for their scholarships, and then obviously what you guys do at Torch 180.
Yeah, for our different programs and things. We're always trying to start something new here. So, yeah, and we started 3 new students this past week. So that was pretty fun.
Yeah, we always, because we're always talking about what's on the menu and the various things that are going on. But at the end of the day, Torch 180 is a skill-based, learning institution where you are always taking on new students and bringing them in. So how are the newbies doing?
They actually did really, really well for their first day. They were, 2 of them were shaking when they came in the door, and I was like, we're not that scary. But our students are so welcoming, and I have so many people who will come by with their young adults or kids or whatever, and they will always, I get so many messages about how they just love that their young people feel like there's a place where they fit and they belong, and that people care about them. And so we have such a great staff, and then, great students who are here who just really compassionately care. I think when you've been on the side of, you've been bullied and made fun of, and people don't really understand, and, I just think your heart tends to be sometimes just softer towards not even trying to look at how everybody's different, but more looking for how we're all the same and how we could just accept people and love them where they're at.
Well, that's a novel concept. Unfortunately, it is, but it's great that you guys are doing it.
No, and you've got some students there who have been around a while and can kind of show the newbies the ropes, and I'm sure they're doing just that. So that's really cool stuff, because they were in that same position at one time. So
they were. It was funny. One day, I had Sean showing somebody, and he was showing teaching the panini maker, and he came over, and I went back there, and I was doing something on one of the prep tables, and he leans on the prep table, and he goes, "So, Rhonda, from one instructor to another, what's some advice you have for me?"
Okay. Well, there you go. That's good. They're growing into their roles. Yes. They're moving up and having that self-confidence. I mean, honestly, you're talking about the 3 students that came in and they're shaking. To go from that to, hey, fellow instructor, that's a good thing.
I'm sure Sean was one of those in the beginning too. So.
Oh, he was very, very, very afraid. And and I told him, I said the best thing I think a teacher can do is stay hands off. Don't let them do it. Let them do it. Don't keep doing it for them. And even if they're making mistakes, let them do it. So, because that's the best way to learn.
We make mistakes in this show every day, and we're trying to learn something.
Someday
from it.
we'll learn.
We'll figure it out. Are we ready to go to the hopper?
All right, let's pick our winner for a lunch for 2 at Torch 180.
Oh, I got to spin one more time. Oh, there we go.
Knock the table off.
Oh, sorry.
All right, okay. Our winner. Oops. ripped it. Joanna Jenkins.
Congratulations,
All right.
Joanna.
All right, so congratulations to Joanna Jenkins. You won a lunch for 2 at Torch 180.
Awesome. Congratulations. Come in anytime for that.
All right, Rhonda, have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you again next Friday.
All right, guys. Talk to
Say
you
hi to
later.
everybody
bye-bye.
for us. All right, Rhonda Callahan from Torch 180. If you haven't had a chance to get by and visit them in Fowlerville, definitely do so. Great staff, great fun, great meals, and love being a part of their programs there. Today is June 23rd.
That's like January already?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, we're halfway through this thing. It's Pecan Sandie Day. Pecan Sandie. Now,
So-
isn't that the cookie with the pecans in it?
Yeah.
No,
But the thing about the Sandy, they're called Sandies because the cookie crumbles almost like it's that's my memory of a Pecan Sandy is like, you take a bite and
A lot
like,
of crumbs in the
there's like
box.
crumbs everywhere and you're like, really?
That's a messy cookie.
Yeah, I don't know why.
It's National Pink Day. She's a good singer.
Coming to Comerica Park.
Is she?
Yeah. I'm waiting for the call.
It's also National Pink Flamingo Day.
Oh,
For those that have pink flamingos. A lot of those in Florida.
or I've seen the movie Pink Flamingos.
Or the band.
Yeah.
It's Let It Go Day.
Was there a band, Pink Flamingos?
Yeah, there was a band. Pink
Oh, I don't
Flamingos.
remember that.
I believe so.
I was thinking of the John Waters movie.
It's Let It Go Day. Whatever you've been hanging
Yeah.
on to that's driving you nuts, let it go. Say bye-bye. Hit the road.
Right.
No more of you.
Like the Pecan Sandy's getting crumbs all over me.
That's right.
Just
Let
gotta
it go.
Let it go. Just leave the crumbs on. I'm letting
your
it go.
It's United States Coast Guard Auxiliary Birthday.
Okay.
And it's Runner's Selfie Day. Kind of hard to hold that camera steady while you're running, but go
a
for
lot
it.
of people tripping today. Trying to take
Face
that.
planting.
Yeah.
Whoops. Yeah. 1836 on this day, each of the 26 U.S. states was given $1 million after the federal government decided it had too much money. We've got too much. We've got to spread it out. And now they want it back. And all the interest that goes
Well,
with it.
now we just print the money.
That's right.
So it's just, yeah. It's good to be king.
1860, the U.S. Secret Service was established. Very secret.
Right.
The Secret Service. 1868, the first typewriter was patented. The machine had all caps only, was as big as a kitchen table,
So it was made for old people.
and typists
You
couldn't
kids,
see.
get off my lawn!
The typists couldn't see what was being printed until after they had finished.
Well, it was the prototype. You know, you work on
Sure.
these things, you figure them out as you go along.
I hate that you pull it up and it's
I mean, we're old enough to remember the days of
white out.
getting in the white out or even having the correcting
Correct the
ribbon.
type,
yeah. Having to type papers. Do you remember?
I do remember.
Oh, my God. That so sucked.
When you got an electric typewriter, you were something.
Oh,
Kids.
God, yeah.
1984, Duran Duran started a 2-week run at number 1 on the U.S. singles charts with The Reflex. It was the group's first U.S. number 1 hit. I believe they're coming in September, October.
That was their first number one?
First number 1 in the U.S., The Reflex.
But I would have thought like
Hungry Like a Wolf,
Girls on
maybe
Film
that was
or-
after.
Yeah, real. Okay.
The
What do I-
Reflex.
no, that was
Reflex.
from their first album.
The
So
Reflex.
this is later. I'm surprised that was their first number one.
The U.S. Supreme Court in 1989 struck down the law that declared telephone-based pornography was illegal. The court said it was unconstitutional to prohibit all sexually oriented telephone conversations. The judges were talking dirty. Who are you calling?
Oh, nobody.
In 1993, in an act that received international attention, Lorena Bobbitt.
Well,
We'll just leave it at that because I think we all know what happened.
all men just kind of crunched in a little bit. Oh, boy. I mean,
Threw it in the field.
let's put it this way. The guy had it coming.
Sure.
You know, he was abusive a-hole. But, yikes.
Yeah. Didn't they have authorities like
Yeah, they found it. Because he had
Searching in a field.
Yeah. They found it and reattached it, and he went on to have a career in porn. Shows you what a Class A guy he was, huh?
And finally, it was on this day in 2013, Daredevil Nick Wallenda completed a historic 1,400-foot high wire walk on a 2-inch steel cable over the Grand Canyon. 22 minutes, 54 seconds. It's broadcast worldwide. Remember that?
I do.
That's
And I just remember the whole time going, why?
so you could get on our history lesson.
They have mules that will take you to drive your car to the
Bobby,
if you want.
Cindy. He had an aerial view.
You don't have
what
to
was
cross
down
the
there.
wire. I
Yeah.
was saying.
So
They
that.
have helicopters. That
2
take you
cents.
across. That's just me. All right.
That's your 2-cent history lesson.
And what a history lesson it was.
Hey, if you're thinking of traveling to the Grand Canyon this summer,
Yeah.
looking for the Brady Bunch and others, you might want to make sure your car is ready for that trip. Stop by Murphy's Family Auto. Get a little check over, a seasonal package for the summer.
Your car knows.
Yes, it does.
It does know.
If it's backfiring a little bit, that's its way of telling you, we have a problem here.
Right. And so
It's like your internal
it's like
combustion
if you start
system.
backfiring, your wife will tell you, "Hey, we have a problem
Yes,
here."
we do. If it smells kind of funny,
Right.
You got to get that car checked
Now,
out.
Murphy's Family Auto cannot help with any of those issues,
But they can help with your
but
car.
with your car, absolutely. So everything you need for car and truck maintenance, they've got it. Murphy's Family Auto Service. Check them out online, murphysfamilyauto.com, or call them at 517-552-3040. Open Saturdays 8 to 1. Tell them Mike and John sent you. You'll save 5%.
All right, that's going to do it for this week. Have a great Balloonfest weekend, and we will see you back here on Cougar Monday.
Ooh.
Cougar Monday.
Monday.
Yes.
Monday.
Time to end.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, on that note.
What note? This note? Mm-hmm. Okay.
You've been giggling with Mike and John. Tune in next time and giggle on.